हॅलो तुम्ही मी स्टार्ट नाही
सरांच्या रूम मध्ये जॅकेट आहे का बघा एखादं. बघ जर दोन्ही आहेत असं एखादं असेल. दोन ठेवले ते चालेल मला. मस्त. फॅन बंद कर मागचा. गरम झाला तरी चालेल. हा सर सगळं कोण बंद कर तिथून बंद कर. थांब 3 नाही वाजले 59 आहे. चला चला. Hello, Nimish, can you hear us?
Yeah, very well. I can hear you and see you.
Okay. So we are starting the webinar in another 5-10 seconds.
Yep.
So on behalf of RICS School of Built Environment, Amity University, we welcome all the students who are participating in today's webinar. The topic of the webinar is career scope after specialized MBA courses which are being currently offered by RICS School of Built Environment, Amity University, both Mumbai as well as Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, Noida campus. With me in this webinar, we have Mr. Nimish Gupta, FRICS. He is Adjunct Professor, School of Construction and Managing Director of Congests Technical Solutions. He will be participating in this webinar along with me. I am Amol Shimpi. I am a MRICS Assistant Dean and Director, Associate Dean and Director, School of Real Estate, RICS, School of Built Environment, Mumbai campus. Nimish is from Noida campus of RICS School of Built Environment. So without spending any further time, let's jump into this webinar. One thing which is currently can be concluded is that India is growing bigger and bigger in size. The economy per se is increasing very, very fast. Urbanization is something which is causing this rapid growth, and by 2030, India will become the third largest economy in the world. 6.7% GDP growth until 2013, and this is third largest globally. And what world is now coming to the conclusion that this particular speed of growth will be able to maintain at least for 2 more decades in this country. Opportunities are many in this particular sector. Construction in India is a fast growing and expanding market. So India is expected to grow to the third largest construction market globally by 2030, keeping in line with the economy which is going to grow by 2030. Contribution to the GDP may reach 15% by 2030. That is another figure, is that in India, after agriculture, construction, real estate, project management, these fields are contributing as the second largest employer also in the field. At the same time, the contribution is likely to increase to 15%. Largest employer in India by 2022, expected to employ more than 75 million people by 2022. Another thing is that in construction, real estate and project management, even unskilled and semi-skilled workers are also getting absorbed. So if people lose their employment on agriculture, then they are getting absorbed in this growing sector. India's construction market is going to be about USD 1 trillion, which is the third largest globally because large amount of infrastructure investment is required to keep pace with the growing urbanization as well as the growing real estate development. Large investments is likely to flow in this particular sector, and this urban transformation is offering several opportunities to private investments. India got liberalized about 25 years back, but we can see that private investment in infrastructures were not many. But now we can see that this investment is likely to come. Government policies are also coming up, which are supporting the overall investment landscape over here. Overall USD 1 trillion investment is required to upgrade Indian infrastructure. Then there is government's housing for all policy is also there. This housing for all policy by 2022 would probably require an investment of USD 2 trillion. Then you probably must have heard of something called as real estate investment trusts. Now these real estate investment trusts are coming and they are coming to country with one particular aim in mind. They want to participate in the ever-growing commercial office segment in the country, and about 450 million square foot worth USD 45 billion, that kind of investment can happen in the real estate invest trust market. And initially they will be taking assets which are completed so that the developers can free their money and can start investing into other projects. But later on, these real estate investment trusts are also expected to invest in development assets. Strong support from government. Since 2015, we are seeing that strong government support is being seen. Regulatory reforms are taking place, and all these particular programs are nothing but pro-development, and they want to basically transform the urban India as such. The government programs, there are many government programs. Programs like Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana for affordable housing. For smart cities also there is a program. 100 smart cities are being identified in various steps. Then Amrut, Atal Urban Renewal Scheme, Amrut Urban Renewal Scheme is there. The Heritage Cities Preservation Scheme is also coming up. Like under that, very recently Ahmedabad has been declared as a World Heritage City. Make in India, manufacturing push is also being given. Digital India, Skill India and Startup India. These are the various government initiatives which are taking place. At the same time, on policy reforms front also, there are several actions being taken place. Real Estate Act, RERA, Real Estate Regulation Act is also coming up. GST got implemented in the month of June. On the 1st of July, GST got implemented with much fanfare. REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust and Infrastructure Investment Trust. These are also have seen the light of the day. In fact, the first of the infrastructure investment trust has already seen the listing. Relaxation of FDI and external commercial borrowing norms also has taken place, and followed by ease of doing business. These are the kind of different policy reforms which are being done. The sector is changing dynamically. But what are the fulcrums of this particular change? First and foremost is the financial discipline. That is a very important aspect of that. Transparency, which is required, like RERA and all these particular acts are going to bring transparency and also accountability. Customer centricity, that is a very important driver for change in the sector, and compliance. So which tells us that those players who are willing to basically invest into systems, processes and people, they will be required in this, because you will have to maintain financial discipline, you have to be transparent, you have to be accountable to your customer, you also will have to take attention to their customers, their problems and issues, and various rules and regulations you will have to comply with it. But one question we have to ask ourselves, are we prepared enough for the same? The work is increasing, the government demands and expectations and customer expectations are increasing, but are we prepared enough for the same? But what we realize sadly is that there is a major skill gap in India. 40 lakh professionals, almost 4 million professionals are required every year, but there is a 80% shortage of rightly skilled worker. In fact, what is happening is that we are actually getting professionals from some other fields and asking them do the work in our segment right now, or we are training them on the job and then only we are able to make use of them. So why the student should choose specialized MBA? Number one, we have to be ready to meet the demand. As the demand of the professional is there and 80% is shortage, the growing need of specialists is there who understand, take driven projects and ready to work on global projects. You have to be a techno manager, grow faster in your career with techno managerial skills that are essential to rise higher ranks. It has been increasingly seen that only technical skills are not enough. You also have to have a managerial skills also. And you have to widen your career opportunity, work on the entire life cycle of the project right from planning and funding to sales and asset management that is required. At the same time, you have to go global. Real estate, you have to learn skills and competencies that will help you operate in the global market along with RICS accredited degree that is recognized globally by big firms. Real estate construction project management fields actually implement a lot of global skills, but at the same time, the local understanding of the situation is very much required. So, RICS accredited programs try to bridge that particular gap, and at the same time, they are also recognized globally by very large firms in this sector. So, we are offering a program called as MBA in construction and project management. So there, the students who largely are from civil engineering and architecture background, they will be exposed to models, tools and techniques to manage time, cost, quality, safety, risk, sustainability and human resources on large and complex projects in the built environment sector. They would be adept to work as a project manager for development or construction firms. International consulting firms can also recruit them. Multinational architectural firms also has project management and construction management teams, and government sector organization also increasingly are getting work done from them. Now, what are the lines in this? Project management, quantity surveying, cost management, contracts management, contracting site works, then business development and facilities management. These are the areas where MBA CPM students can work at. Another program what we offer is called as MBA in real estate and urban infrastructure. The program will ensure students are able to analyze real estate market and work out optimal strategy for development and investments besides evolving an organizational strategy and a project specific marketing plan. Again, these students work on all segments of real estate investment, right from land acquisition up to divestment, and all career paths like valuation, investments and finance, marketing, property development and management, research and consulting, or commercial lending or home finance. These are the kind of areas where the students can work. Business management strategy they prepare, real estate development strategy also they prepare and also get it executed. Real estate sales and marketing team departments are set up and run by real estate professionals and by real estate students, and real estate valuation finance, which is also a very important line. Corporate real estate and asset management, or what we call as a CRE, that is also kind of an important line which is increasing. With projects which are large in size and large in investment, like airports, multinational companies who are coming into IT parks and other businesses, as well as we have number of other verticals which are coming up where huge amount of construction takes place in like millions of square foot. So there, the quantity surveying becomes really important. So that's a unique program that prepares students to become construction cost experts and quantity surveyor, an integral part of the project life cycle as professional advisors on cost and commercial matters. So they are also into project management, quantity surveying department. They can work in cost management, contract management, contracting, site work, business development and facility management. These are the lines where MBA in quantity surveying, that is something the students can work on once they get this particular degree. All the development in real estate is not possible or will not be able to do its job if the matching investment in infrastructure takes place, or does not take place. So MBA in infrastructure management program is designed to develop you as a complete infrastructure management professional with a thorough grounding in sector specific knowledge along with general management traits. So infrastructure management fundamentals will be taught. At the same time, general management principles also which are required, that also will taught. Students can get various career options in project management, consulting, policy making, business development, investment, financial analysis and social sectors. These are the various areas where MBA in infrastructure management can find themselves in. Infrastructure management, actually they are into various areas: transaction advisory, facility management, sector diagnostics, project due diligence, as well as partner and contractor identification, financial modeling, bid documentation, contract management, asset management, again facility management, and loan and equity syndication, mergers and acquisitions, various areas in which the MBA infrastructure students can work at, because they have a right mix of technical skills required for infrastructure as well as the financial understanding which is required for complex environment infrastructure projects executed as build, own, transfer, and various other financial techniques are being largely used, as government cannot go on providing money for infrastructure management on a continuous basis as only as a aid or as a grant. We also have a program called as Postgraduate Diploma in Facilities Management. You must have seen various malls and multiplexes in the country, or IT parks or other such kind of things. These projects, after their completion, can function only because of efficient facilities management, which needs to be immediately put in as soon as the project is over. In fact, before the project is complete, the project management team starts interacting with facility management so that the mall, multiplex, IT park, airport, or any other kind of a public large infrastructure project or real estate project can really efficiently work. So this program is designed to transform you from an engineer to a FM professional who manages all services and built environment infrastructure that supports the core business of organization, so that the organization doesn't have to invest their time and money in facilities management. These students can work into strategical facility management, support services, property services, security services, uh, catering services, and housekeeping services also. In fact, other than the core work, everything else is left to the facilities management, including even payments, payroll management, taxation management. Also today, you will find facility management companies taking part in this. Our MBA program, they offer a Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors accredited degree. So this Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors is also the operator of this particular program, but at the same time they also give accreditation to this. Worldwide, over 500 specialized built environment courses are currently accredited by RICS, and this means it is synonymous with the highest quality of education for this profession, which opens door for chartered qualifications of RICS and is therefore valued by companies. So once you do this particular program, after some years of gaining experience, you can apply to become member of Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors. And with this companies, lot of companies actually give weightage to RICS professionals. And in fact, in some of the bids which are getting prepared worldwide, the extra weightage is given if the company has RICS professionals on their board. In India, an RICS accredited degree is available only at RICS School of Built Environment, Amity University at Mumbai and Noida campuses. Worldwide, some of the leading universities like University of Salford at Manchester, Nottingham Trent University, National University of Singapore, London School of Economics, Oxford Brookes University, Sheffield Hallam University, Case Business School, Kingston University, they are currently offering RICS accredited degree in the world. Some of the recruiters. In construction planning and consulting, we have companies like Build Supply, L&W Construction, Tata Consulting Engineers, Al Futten, Al Nabuda, Larsen and Toubro, Turner and Townsend, Langdon and C. These are only few of the names which have been recruited our students. In real estate development, Prestige Group, IREA, DLF, Lodha, Kalpataru, Tata Housing, Embassy Group, Sobha, K-Reja Corp, Ozone. These are some of the leading developers in the country who have recruited our students for the work in real estate field. Banks and financial services companies are also not far behind. HDFC, ICICI, Kotak, IIFL, Edelweiss, Blackstone, Reliance, Milestone Fund, DHFL, these leading financial companies in debt and equity markets, they have taken our pass out students on board. Consulting and Services Forum, the Big Five, in addition to Big Five like KPMG, EY, we also have companies like JLL, CBRE, Cushman Wakefield, which are the global real estate companies offering consultancy services, and some of these are even Fortune 500. They have taken our students on board. Knight Frank, Colliers, these are only a Prop Tiger, these are only some of the names which have taken our students on board. Now, let's come to the placement highlights. 2015-17 batch, more than 80% batch has already been placed till 20th of May. 18% of the students have been placed internationally. 325 companies have supported us and 60 companies have participated in the entire process. 6.1 lakh per annum, that's a kind of, as of now, the kind of average salary which is there. And INR 24, highest international CTC, what our students have received. 2013-15 is the kind of a year where we started, 2013-15 batch is the what we started sending our students for placement. 100% placement took place during that time. Out of that, 85% placement took place in the very first week of the placements only. 200 companies supported and 70 companies actually participated in the process. 6.7 lakhs was the salary and 13 lakh was at that time was the average CTC for international students. Highest CTC for international student. 2014-16 again the placement record improved. 100% placement took place. 93% placement took place in 1 week only, and 29% of this batch was placed in Middle East. 300 companies came at that time, and 90 companies eventually participated in actual process. 7.2 lakhs was the kind of average CTC at that time, and 18.2 lakhs was the highest CTC. These are some of our students who got placed with these are real estate MBA REUI student. Amol Shimpi Gupta, for that matter, was placed in REMAX. Shivam Puri was placed in Cushman and Wakefield, which is one of the largest IT private sector real estate consultancy company operating in the country. CB Richard Ellis Mumbai, they recruited Atif Khan in the MBA real estate thing for the valuation team over there. Akshay Bajaj got recruited with Prop Equity, which is also an analysis firm. Uplabdha Sharma got hired by JLL, which is the second largest real estate services company in the country. Manisha Shekhar, she joined IREO in the business development team. Then Vidishwaran joined Prestige Group with MBA real estate background. He joined Prestige Group in Bangalore. Shane Matthews joined MBA real estate from MBA real estate. He joined Catalyst Consulting Group. Finance also many students got recruited. Generally, companies like Blackstone, etc., they generally look forward to senior people. But at the, here in 2015-17 batch, Meki Prashar, MBA real estate, was hired by Blackstone. Mahima Verma was hired by Edelweiss in their private equity fund side. Again, Blackstone, Parina Amulani was also hired. And then Punit K was hired by CBRE in the transactions team. Project management, number of students got recruited with best of the domestic and international names like Tata Housing, Shapurji. Shalin got recruited in Tata Housing. Gokulesh in Latam India. Siddharth India, who has done MBA CPM in L&W Construction. And Venkatesh, an MBA CPM guy, joined Shapurji Palanji. Quantity surveying also, our DLU group, they recruited Ritu Abraham. Quality team, Sagar Dubey, who has done MBA CPA, joined Build Supply. Business development research, Ayush Soni, who has joined Range Smart Project, and Mayank Kaushik, who has done his MBA in CPM, he joined Scientific Age Research. Lot of international placements also took place. In quantity surveying, Saurav Samajpati, MBA quantity surveying, construction economics and quantity surveying, he was recruited by NEA. Abin Babu, again MBA CUKS, got recruitment in Ever Sendai. Rajshekhar KS, MBA CPM, got himself recruited with Radius. And Ashwini T got recruited herself in Al Nabuda through our campus interview only. With this, we are coming to an end. And in a sum up, what we can say is that this MBA real estate program and construction and project management program MBA, as well as infrastructure management, facility management programs, these are the programs which are being seen as a very good career options by our students. And these students are actually joining. These students are also joining large international as well as domestic consulting as well as development companies, and some of them, they are also thinking of charting an entrepreneur path after basically getting experience. After getting experience in this field, they are looking to basically start their own ventures also. So Lot of opportunities are available in this segment, provided you decide to basically learn two things. One is the general management fundamentals as well as the specialized management fundamentals, which you get to learn when you join a BBA or MBA course for with RICS School of Built Environment Campus at Amity University. So with this, I will introduce Mr. Nimish Gupta to you.
Hi guys, this is Nimish here. I am basically a first generation entrepreneur. I started my career with L&T. Post that, I joined a company known as Lendlease. Then I started Lang Group India's operation over here. After that, I'm running my own business, which is into construction cost management and project management consultancy. That's briefly about my outlook on this particular my career span. So, Amol, why don't you briefly introduce yourself also? I don't think you have introduced yourself.
Yeah, actually, I just read my name and the designation. I'm Amol Shimpi. I am an architect and urban planner by training, and I have done my architecture from Mumbai University and my masters in urban planning from Center for Environmental Planning and Technology, School of Planning at Ahmedabad. And after that, I have done my Masters of Business Administration, MBA in Finance from Mumbai University. In terms of the work experience, I have now over 2 decades of work experience in all segments of real estate development, right from land acquisition, business development, sales and marketing, finance, as well as also of residential sales. That different wide experience I have. I have worked with companies like Colliers Jardine in India, then also with ICICI Property Services. A last decade of my career I have spent with Hindustan Construction Company Real Estate Division, and last 3 years of that I have done worked as a senior vice president sales for Lavasa Corporation, which is a 12,500 acre residential development township cum residential development they are having near Pune, which is the largest hill station project as of now, private sector in the country. So with various with experience under in various fields under my belt, I have decided to join RICS School of Built Environment Mumbai and have since working as associate dean and director for the real estate vertical over there and taking care of that. So with this, without any spending any further time, I am requesting you to basically start your question.
Let me put some rule to the questioning also, Amol, so that people understand where
Yeah.
how it is going to go. Anybody who's having any questions on construction and QS, please write C as a prefix, and then I can take it up. And if there is a question related to real estate and infrastructure, Amol will take that up. So I would hope that you'll be able to follow this properly. Let's take the first question then, which have already come in. Harikishan Bhanu Pratap Reddy is asking, hello sir, what is an average
Hmm.
desirable experience required for a fresh graduate to join CPM course? Bhanu,
Hmm.
there is no experience as a prerequisite, but have had some practical experience. It helps you a lot to correlate what is being taught vis-a-vis what is being practiced in the industry. So while fresher is also always welcome, if you have experience, it helps you correlate the knowledge. Hari Kishan says want to go with quantity
I
surveying management course, but yeah, Amol, you wanted to add something.
but yeah, I just wanted to add over here is that in case you are a fresher, even in construction project management, there are a number of site visits which are being planned on both the campuses, and with this you will continue to retain your touch with the actual field construction also, and at the same time the management fundamentals you learn in the classroom as well as in the various site visits and various project visits also. So even if you are a fresher, you will not be at a comparative disadvantage. But as Mr. Gupta already put forward, some experience always helps, even though it is not absolutely necessary.
Yeah, Hari Kishan
Harikishan.
says want to go with quantity surveying management course, but by distance learning or by online mode. See, Hari Kishan, that's a different stream altogether. What we're talking about is full-time MBA quantity surveying course. So if that's something you have any questions against, please let us know. Otherwise, I would suggest that you can get in touch with us separately, or especially me separately, and I can help you out with the quantity surveying management course by distance learning or by online.
Bhushan Patil's question. Sir, we want to do MBA in real estate, MBA in RICS, but he is saying that our fee structure is high. But here in this case, Bhushan, what can be done is that our fee structure is compared to other courses which are there offering similar kind of courses. Our fees are at present lower than them. That I can tell you. At the same time, we have tied up with some of the banks and financial institutions, and they are also giving loans for this purpose. And close to 70 to 80%, or in some cases even 90 to 100% also finance the students have received. So you can also explore these various possibilities. Our admission team will actually help you in getting in touch with the banks and financial institutions, and you will able to close your education finance proposal with them. 90 to 100% finance also you can hope of getting. Okay. Shraddha Purohit's question.
Yeah, you are taking that up, Amol.
Yeah, Shraddha, in the presentation itself, may I mention what is the average package provided in CPM and urban infra. So currently we have a common statistics in this particular case, and in case of CPM and real estate, about 6 to 7 lakhs per annum. That's the kind of a package what you can hope to get. Again, the package also depends upon prior experience. So in this case, students having a 4 or 5 or in some cases even 10 years prior experience is there. Their package is something which is much higher, but the average package includes basically mostly students with 0 or maybe 1 year's experience. They can get an average package about 6 to 7 lakhs per annum in both these courses.
Shraddha is asking again,
Okay.
Amol, is there a 100% placement guarantee? Again, you would
Okay.
want to take that up? Or?
I would like to take that. Shraddha, again, kind of nobody in this particular country can actually give a kind of a placement guarantee, 100%. But what we otherwise he will have to probably run his own employment organization also, where the students can be employed. But as a complete RICS School of Built Environment, we have our placements team which is very stronger. Strong. The placement team also basically gets internship opportunities for you, and if you do your internship really well, then sometimes you get placement directly from the at the internship level also. And for those who don't get that, then in that case we run a complete placement program. Close to 2 to 3 months we run this particular program from September onwards. And the condition is that you have to receive 6 CGPA is something what you have to receive. At the same time, your back subjects, whatever subjects are there in the back, that also you have to clear. So try is done, definitely 100% attempts are being done, and last 2 years our batches have been placed 100%. Even this year also around 80 to 85% batch has already been placed, and a placement we are still completing our efforts for their placement. But yes, at the same time, placement also depends upon your soft skills, and for this purpose we also get special trainings done before your internship and placement for your soft skills development, like public speaking as well as etiquettes and manners. That is also done. So we try, attempt is 100%, but nowhere somebody can actually give a placement guarantee, because it depends upon the situation as well as the student, the way he also puts their effort in. But if you are willing to do your hard work, be rest assured that both the campuses will be with you in the entire placement process.
Vinod
I think
Khanna is asking, after finishing MBA in CPM and CQS, we can work in a technical job. Yes, it is going to be a techno managerial job, Vinod. So we prepare you for a techno managerial approach rather than just purely technical approach, which is where situations have gone bad in India, or for that matter outside also. If people consider only purely technical job, then they don't have those managerial skills which we try and impart over here while you are here for these 2 years. Shraddha
okay.
is
Shraddha
asking,
is asking one.
yeah, go on, Amar.
I have heard students are there getting a lot of backlogs and finding it difficult to cope up. Actually, this scaring a lot of people. Shraddha, I would like to draw your attention that this is an education course. This is not merely a training course. In a training course, such kind of complaints can be there, but in education course, there are minimum standards which any university sets up, and those minimum standards the students have to complete. Of course, they get opportunities to complete that particular subject if they get left behind, but in that case, extra efforts and support is provided to the students so that they can come up to the mark. But I think students should not be scared about it, because if the next year itself or 2 years later, if you want to work as a manager, then you will be thrown into actual situations in the life. And in the actual situations, there cannot be any mercy from the manager's side. If your manager would not show any mercy to you if you don't know few things. So with this philosophy only, management schools all over world, and Amity University, RIC School of Built Environment, Amity University is no exception to that. That we have to be hard with the students if they are not able to perform, and at the same time we have to give ample chances to them, as well as ample backup we need to provide to them by arranging extra classes, or by giving them special support for clearing them subjects. But you cannot really expect that the course is going to be very soft. That these kind of expectations cannot be there.
Yeah, at the
Pavitra.
same time, please understand, Shraddha, that most of the MBA colleges or the renowned MBA colleges make sure that you study 7 days a week and almost about 20 hours a day. So we are still very lenient
Hmm.
compared to those.
Yes. Like for example, if you are admitted to if you are admitted to IIM, I don't think you will even have time to think about all such kind of things. They basically put their students for 24 by 7 by 365 grind. And one other thing, that is also by design, because they believe that students are going to expect such kind of situation once they graduate. In their job, they will have no excuses to give, and they will have to perform. And so when they are in school, then only they should be actually prepared for all the situations in the life. That is the belief of all management institutions.
Right, Pavitra is asking, will there be any difference in placement for fresher and experienced? Pavitra, it completely depends on what the employer is looking at. So there are some employers who are looking at only experienced professionals, and there are some employers who are looking
Hmm.
at only freshers. So it's a mixed bag always,
Hmm.
and that goes completely with the requirements of what companies we are getting and what their requirements or immediate requirements are. Prabhjot is asking,
Another thing is,
yeah, go on, go
hmm.
on.
Just a little bit on Pavitra's thing. Some of the, especially in case of real estate and in some kind of projects where a lot of business development efforts are required. So a lot of surveys and other things they conduct. So for them, the freshers are required. Whereas in some kind of companies where immediately a leadership roles or a junior level leadership roles are assigned, so they would need experienced people. So again, it changes from company to company. The field in which they are operating, the kind of mix is decided by the management, what kind of freshers and what kind of experienced people they want. But one thing is certain, that companies have no time to basically train people anymore on the job, and that is the reason they are turning to specialized MBA courses which are being offered by RIC School of Built Environment, where the students can practically work from day one when they are recruited in the overall thing. Prabhjot, so
Hi,
Nimish, you
Nimish.
can take the question of Prabhu.
Go for CQS. Please tell us about the placement for CQS. Prabhjot, I can tell you one thing. There is so much of demand for CQS students. If you basically cross the basic threshold and have the requisite skills or competencies which are being taught in the university, uh, while
Hmm.
Amol says there is no guarantee, I can tell you that your job is almost as good as warranty.
Hmm. Okay,
Bhushan
coming
asking,
to Bhushan's question. Uh, uh,
any earn and learn policies. There, as Amul said, there are scholarships which you can gain, Bhushan, based on your performance, and I'm sure you'll be able to do it from there.
Another thing, Bhushan, is that as I mentioned, there are this course is that way pretty rigorous, and so therefore there cannot be earn and learn kind of thing situation where a 4 hour or 8 hour per day that kind of a job cannot be offered with part time or something is not there with our MBA programs, because the course is very intensive. But at the same time, as I said, you can get the loans that can do it, but earn and learn policy is something which is not at present available.
Amol Priyank is asking, I've got admission in MBA CPM in Amity, Mumbai. I want to transfer that to Amity Noida campus. Over to you.
Priyank, in that case, your admissions from one university to other university cannot really take place because Amity University Mumbai is a Amity University Mumbai and Amity University Uttar Pradesh, of which Noida is also part, is are two different universities being governed under UGC, but they come under different state laws. One comes under Maharashtra, other comes under Uttar Pradesh. So in that case, Priyank, you will have to seek contact Amity Noida separately, and if they have any vacancies left with them, then only they will give shifting to you. As of now, the MBA CPM program is getting crowded in both these particular places. So if you don't decide it really fast, Priyank, you will not able to go. But at the same time, I would like to know from you that what exactly have prompted you to basically move to that particular course. Because one thing I can assure you, the kind of a curriculum what we have is exactly the same, and at the same time, the kind of faculty what we are recruited in both these particular places, it matches the kind of standards, internal standards which have been set both by RICS as well as Amity University. So as far as education quality is concerned, there would not be any problem. At the same time, the placement positions and all that is concerned, there also there would not be any problem. So Priyank, you have to first have a look at why you really want to shift. If you do not get the satisfactory answers, then only you should shift. Otherwise, there are more than two batches of students who have relied on Mumbai at present. And we think that in few days time, probably CPM admissions would be closed by us in this particular case. So there is you should actually look at the kind of reason, and if there is no reason, unnecessarily you should not shift to Noida campus. That would be my advice.
Shraddha is asking between two choices, NICMAR and or Amity RICS. Obvious question, Shraddha. Shraddha, please understand, you need to basically judge the value for money, and value is nothing but function upon cost. So if you try and
Hmm.
compare the two between NICMAR and RICS, the function at RICS is basically enhanced because of what we are trying to do, our industry connect, our industry ready professionals, industry faculties which come in over there, plus at the same time a very good placement records, an approach which basically ensures that the students get practical knowledge, not just theoretical knowledge, and then you compare the cost between NICMAR and RICS, you will have an answer straight away. NICMAR is
Another
about
thing another thing which I would like to add, some universities like this, some courses like this, they offer postgraduate diploma. And in that particular case, they may offer similar education, but the degree is different. They give a postgraduate diploma, whereas RICS School of Built Environment in association with Amity University provides you with a postgraduate degree, which is approved by University Grants Commission in the country. So which tells you that if you want to study further after our MBA, if you want to say do PhD or fellowships in IIMs, then you will get that admission, and this postgraduate diploma actually becomes a kind of hurdle if you want to go for further education. That is what I can tell you. Another thing is that some companies outside of the country, they may not value a postgraduate diploma to the same level that what a full-fledged degree which is being offered by Amity University. So without any questions, you should go whenever you are taking post graduation, because that's a quite a difficult basically it's a difficult choice, as it involves 2 years of your life. At the same time, it involves a few lakhs of your rupees. So I think you should be wise enough to take the call that a full-fledged degree, as well as the benefits what Nimish mentioned, the cost benefit analysis that you should do, and you should also look at the kind of recruitment other scenario that you should look at the same time, take a full-fledged degree. That is what would be my sincere advice to you.
Vinod, if you have right communication skills, your Tamil medium till SSLC will not be a problem. I hope you'll be able to pass that through. So, by the way you're writing, I don't think that you have any communication challenges. Your English seems to be perfect. So, hopefully, you won't face a challenge because of language. Shraddha, you
One more
also
thing.
shared that. Yeah, go on.
Vinod, I would like to add one more thing with Vinod to Vinod's question. Vinod, in our course, like basically both our MBA courses as well as our BBA courses, we give a lot of importance to spoken and written English as a communication skills. And we also teach you how to basically write in a technical way, technical manner. Like for example, for construction project management, the writing at times is very technical and at times the writing can become very legal. It may take the legal overtone. So all these particular things are taught to you as a part of your English communication and public speaking and writing courses. And these courses run for 3 or 4 semesters. So with this, even if you have less knowledge of spoken and written English, but if you have a desire to learn, I think your current situation would not matter and you already are writing in a very proper way, it looks like, and so you actually will be improved as an improved student when you go for your placements.
Shraddha is asking about automation for courses and software. Shraddha, we are focusing on making sure that the students are prepared for future. So there is a lot of focus on BIM. There is a lot of focus on 4D, 5D modeling. There is a focus on 3D printing. There are softwares available on automated construction cost management like Candy and Costex. Then there are softwares which are there in real estate industry, which are state of art software, which are being taught to the students. So in terms of software, some of the world leading softwares which are important for you to ensure that you are not becoming redundant in future are being taught very regressively over here. Anything you would want to add on that, Amol, on the software front from real estate perspective?
Real estate also for financing and valuation, number of softwares are being used. At the same time, AutoCAD and all these particular softwares are required for even for understanding and for presentation purpose. All these softwares are taught over here. Of course, we don't go to the level of doing the representation yourself, but your understanding of the presentation has to be there. And if you have to basically give work to other professionals, you should have to discuss the job description to them. To that level, even softwares are taught even in real estate also. Yeah.
Maqsood is
I
asking,
think
I have done equivalent to BTech course in civil engineering. Am I eligible to get admission in CPM? So we need to understand, Maqsood, what are you talking about when you say equivalent to BTech? Once you write that, we'll probably take that question. Hema is asking, is there any switching option between the courses we offer? If I join in CPM, can I switch to CQS?
hmm.
You have to take a call pretty early in the picture, Hema. You might have a window of about 5 or 10 days or 15 days to understand what you want to do. But generally speaking, we are trying to discourage that process of switching between the branches.
Bhanu's question.
Yeah, sir, can you explain the course structure? Bhanu, everything is available online. If you want to check any course structure, all the details are available over there with what subjects are going to be taught in what semester, how much credit they have per semester, per subject. So I'm sure you'll have a pretty good pretty good exposure to the course structure when you go online and see it on our website.
Another thing what I can say about Bhanu is that the subjects are designed in such a fashion that the general management subjects are also taught to you. So as Mr. Nimish put forward, it is a kind of techno-managerial course. So the course takes care of your soft skills as well as the hard skills which are required. And again, they are divided into core management as well as construction management subjects. So the care has been taken that by the time you finish your course in 2 years time, you should be an all-round professional, whether it's a CPM or whether it's a real estate. That's the kind of a care has been taken that a kind of comprehensive knowledge you should be able to acquire in the process of 2 years.
Vinod is asking, RICS SB is the only institute that is offering MBA for civil core depth. Civil core depth. I didn't understand the depth,
I
but
couldn't get that, Vinod, actually.
yeah. So Vinod, the RICS is the only institute which is offering a degree course in MBA in construction project management, quantity surveying, real
Hmm.
estate, and infrastructure management. If that helps. Amol, this one is
Okay.
for you. How much is the Indian?
Priyank, yeah.
That's Hema.
No, no, before that, Priyank has asked a question. Priyank has asked a question over here, or Hema is saying, what is the total size? Okay. No. How much is the intake for CPM Mumbai or is it fixed? See, currently we are planning for two batches, and these two batches, as I said earlier, are almost getting filled up now. And there may not be a kind of a third batch this particular year. So those students who are looking for taking admission in Mumbai should basically take their decisions pretty quickly. If you are still not gone for your entrance examination, this Saturday, that is 15th, we have an entrance exam coming up. Already 15 to 16 CPM students have already registered for that entrance exam. So those who are sitting on the fence till now should, I think, take a call as far as CPM is concerned. For real estate, the opportunity might still be available for some more days, but CPM, it seems, is likely to get closed very fast. So Hema, there is intake is getting filled up very fast for Mumbai also. Next question is from Priyank. I have compared the campus of both ones. Noida is pretty impressive in comparison to the area as well as location. Please give your review about the campus. Now, Priyank, I am born and brought up in Mumbai. So I can say that in case of Mumbai, the real estate is so expensive that if you want more than 20-25 acres in one place, and Mumbai, then you have to drive outskirts of Mumbai only, which is Panvel. So that is where Amity University campus is located. The campus is about 4 year old as of now, 4 to 5 year old, and construction is going on, and the kind of facilities are also are increasing continuously. But at the same time, we have to understand that Mumbai, it is Panvel campus is in the heart of both the campuses. Like Mumbai commercial real estate market and Pune commercial real estate market are one of the largest in the country. Put together, Mumbai Pune would probably be larger than even Bangalore and Gurgaon markets, NCR markets. So with Panvel, being in Panvel, you get to be next to two large markets in the country. At the same time, Mumbai is a commercial capital of the country, real estate as well as project management capital also. So you get some advantages of being over here in the Mumbai market. But final decision rests with you. In case of Mumbai University, the infrastructure is fast catching up, but Noida is also kind of an old campus where now there is no more scope for adding further infrastructure. So in case of Mumbai, it is keep on happening. The students call. If you want, you can discuss personally also with our faculty, or you can request for my number, and Priyank, I can basically help you through my faculty regarding your particular question.
Shubham is asking,
Infrastructure management.
GST RERA might reduce unorganized builders. How it will affect industry? For you, it should be a good news, Shubham, because when you talk
Good.
about unorganized builders, they don't need
Hmm.
people like you and me.
Hmm.
Uh, so the organization helps recruitment of professionals, making sure
Hmm.
that they understand the importance of being employing professionals in delivering
Hmm.
their projects. So with GST and RERA coming into picture, as I run a project management company myself, I'm going to see, and I'm actually seeing a lot of inquiries coming up my
Inquiries.
way to provide project management and cost management services to them.
Correct.
Sahil Khan, softwares like MS Project or Primavera is definitely taught in not in MRICS. RICS. MRICS is a membership which you will acquire after having done your course here and spending 2 years in the industry minimum. So MS Project and Primavera is taught very regressively in the at the SB. Hema is asking, I completed my graduation in Tamil Med, but will it not be mentioned? Again, we have answered that question, Hema. So I hope the question which you were answering to Vinod will take care of that.
Another thing, Hema, as long as you have a UGC approved graduation degree, you will have no problem in giving admission to you for your MBA program. So that is not a problem. And rest, if your English is not all that great, we are running English here. As a business communication language is being taught over here for all the semesters, it is taught. So rest assured that you will also be kind of expert in English even if you have not used it much in your earlier life. Vinod, I think.
Shraddha is asking
No,
again. I'm going to take up that question now, Amol, so that I can give her
yeah.
a piece of my mind. Being a girl student
Huh.
from civil, which course gives more chances of growth, CPM or real estate? Till this point of time, Shraddha, your question was perfectly fine. But the moment you say
Hmm.
I'm asking in terms of package, I don't think you're doing a justice to your own capabilities. If you want to be judged only
Hmm.
by the package, I'm sure there are
Hmm.
people who earn more money by ulterior ways and doing things, but so that should not be your criteria of judging the package. You should try and see where your capabilities are, what will give you more satisfaction, what will give you more job satisfaction. It is construction project management or real estate. If you like working on project sites, if you like working on in a construction industry, even in the head office planning division, CPM is the way. But if you like real estate transactions, land transactions, advisory, consulting, then real estate is the thing which you should do.
Another thing is that when you start, the packages are more or less the same. But as you go up in your career, then the packages also starts having a very large variable components in both these cases. And variable component can only be earned by learning technical skills, managerial skills, and also by improving your soft skills. So with this, the package initial package what you get and the package you get after 3, 4, 5 years, there is a huge difference into that because the variable packages, variable part of the packages starts kicking in. So initially in the next 2 years time, I think you should concentrate more in terms of improving yourself and improving your own skills, all sorts of skills. That will basically help you, Shraddha. Package oriented thinking right in the beginning in the first 2 years is not something which is going to be good. You have to keep on improving your skills. And as they saw, as they mentioned in a movie Three Idiot, which everybody has seen, that आप आपकी काबिलियत बढ़ाओ, कामयाबी अपने आप आपके पीछे आएगी. मैं इतना ही इस वक्त कह सकता हूँ.
Well said, Amol. I think that's the thing which I wanted to hint also.
Yeah,
Shubham is
absolutely.
asking a question to you, Amol. Can you take that, please?
Yeah, I'm taking that. For Amol sir, apart from the curriculum learning, what all things a real estate urban infrastructure graduate should focus on? Of course, as I said, we have been saying earlier, this is a techno managerial course. So you have to improve your technical side. That is something which is there. If you think that few of the things which you have done your graduation, whether it is architecture, engineering or anything else, you have to brush up those things also. Then at the same time, you have to concentrate on the technical subjects, managerial subjects. As a real estate urban infrastructure student, you also have to focus a lot on the economy of the nation, economy of the state you are in, micro market. That is the kind of focus you require. At the same time, being a kind of a multidisciplinary subject, you also have to get in touch with what is happening around us in terms of technological progress, because that is something what a real estate urban infrastructure student will have to keep on continuously absorbing and even start using in his own, your own thing. So Shubham, basically real estate is a kind of a great career in terms of basically studying all other facets of economy, and their requirements is what something you are going to address. Like for example, information technology parks, if you are going to make and market, then you would have to know about information technology business, how it is run. So that gives an opportunity. So at the same time, I would say that now if you have decided to join this particular course, then you have approximately 15-20 days in this, and you can start improving your general knowledge, start improving your English, at the same time start improving your understanding of Indian economy. These are the things that you need to do.
Prabjot is asking,
Okay.
I am thinking about doing a job and then coming for CTO's course. Unfortunately, Prabjot, what will happen in the industry? While you in 1 year will only get to learn the basics of concreting and reinforcement, there are a lot of things
Hmm.
which you will gain while you are here in the college. And
Hmm.
as Amol rightly mentioned, that we make sure that
Hmm.
you are being exposed to the site, wherein faculties themselves they go along with you to help you understand the practical site experiences, which will probably be significant enough to cover up whatever you will learn in a year on a job in construction. So I would suggest join the course right now rather than waiting to do a job for 1 year and then come after come to the college. Pankaj, we have answered the question between RICS and NICMAR. If you have not understood, we can repeat that again.
I
Uh,
think we should once again repeat this for everyone.
is obsessed with the Noida campus, so I think you have explained it enough. Now it is for Priyank to take a call whether he wants to.
One more thing what I can add, Priyank, one more thing I can add is that we are very close to the new international airport which is getting planned. JNPT, which is also kind of a big development over here. We are next to Navi Mumbai, which is a very large planned development. And the focus of the entire development is shifting in MMRDA, right from the main central Mumbai. It is shifting on the outskirts. And from that perspective, we are not very far off. As far as transportation is concerned, Amity University runs buses between Panvel station to this particular campus. So basically you can go to heart of Mumbai also in 1.5 hour time. You can reach to heart of Mumbai. But the kind of unique experience you can get to learn in a big university like setup, for that in Mumbai, you have to move on the outskirts of Mumbai. So Priyank, the call is completely yours. We don't believe that by not being in the city, we are losing onto any such kind of a real estate or construction project management experience from the field is not something that we are missing. Akash.
Akash, we
Sure. Manish, I will Akash's question. So I will just take this real estate and CPM course. Or which course has more better future. Now Akash, this is something which is little complicated, but at the same time let us tell you, it depends upon your ability. I'll just tell, in case of real estate, the person has to be a little bit of more generalist in his approach, and at the same time he has to start be ready to providing solution to different companies, different industries and different requirements. Whereas construction project management demands you to be more focused, demand you to be have a kind of a detailed and in-depth knowledge of construction and project management. At the same time, the kind of way you can save cost, save time, cost, as well as get the kind of a quality. So you have to look within what are the areas which your attitude is more suitable. At the same time, you are able to give justice to that. But I think that as of now, both the courses have got good future, because we always have been saying that close to 80% of this particular population in this particular country is today also doesn't have access to good infrastructure, doesn't have access to good housing, and doesn't have access to good entertainment or good recreation. So accordingly, construction and project management will also will get the projects, and real estate also will start coming up with more and more imaginative opportunities for everyone in the field. So from this particular perspective, real estate and CPM courses actually very much run hand in hand, and both have good future, I would say, in this. And again, after 5 or 7 years, what is going to happen? That is completely depending upon your 2 years, how you have shaped yourself in these 2 years, and what kind of pains you took in the early part of your career, Shubham.
Hema is
Oh,
asking
sorry.
questions again on medium of instruction. Hema, the medium of instruction is strictly English. So I don't think that will be a challenge to you. Sahil is
Hmm.
asking, sir, as already recession period is going on, even there is a job crunch, isn't it affecting the placement of RICS? Sahil, to be honest with you, yes, it did affect the placement of RICS to the extent that while we were placing the people in just 15 to 20 days of placement period,
Hmm.
last session got extended to about 1.5 months. That's the
Hmm.
only impact we had on our placement of RICS. Other than that, I don't think there has been a major impact on our placement.
But just imagine with this, those who are trying to go with general MBA, the focus of this today's webinar is specialized MBA courses. So those who are trying to enter in this particular industry without any MBA or without any specialized MBA, even their future is actually under stress. But those with specialized MBA courses, those who have full understanding of real estate or construction project management, they will continue to find opportunities even in the constrained environment. That's what I can say. And definitely with the kind of investment which is happening, 2 years later, the job scenario is going to be much more brighter than what is today. But at the same time, the students have to concentrate on one thing, that these 2 years of their life, they will prepare themselves so much that even in the worst of the situation, the companies would think of hiring only you and everyone else only later. That level of confidence and that level of attention to our studies we should do in these next 2 years.
Shraddha, we have answered the question on fresher or after 1 year experience. I hope you have been able to follow that. Vinod, job designations, MBA and CPM or CEQS. Let me tell you honestly, job designations are not the same between two organizations itself within CPM or within CEQS
Hmm.
also. So again, you
Correct.
should not be bothered about job designations. All you should be bothered about your job content.
Content.
Sahil, sir, can you relate real estate with construction project management? Yes, today's real estate cannot. In the era of RERA, that's a good point here. Amol, I didn't realize
Hmm.
that. In the era
Yeah.
of RERA
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
GST, uh, real
Hmm.
estate cannot be realized unless you have sound construction project management backing up the delivery of
Absolutely.
goods. So
Absolutely.
both go hand in hand. Construction project management will have future if real estate is flourishing. So they are
Hmm.
like siblings which have to go together and grow together. And that's where
Hmm.
I can say that the relationship between real estate and construction project management is quite integrated.
One more thing I would like to add over here, Sahil, is that India is investing into a huge amount of infrastructure projects. But the infrastructure projects cannot become, all projects cannot be self-funded. All projects cannot be funded only by debt. The projects will also have to find some amount of finance within the project itself. And because of this, real estate is acting as a means of raising finance for even infrastructure projects. And those infrastructure projects, again, without good sound construction project management, you will not able to do. I will take example of an airport over here. Now, airport is a BOT project. It is an infrastructure project at the end of the day, but this project can only be achieved if you make sufficient money out of real estate. And again, the real estate also, the money what you earn, that money has to be spent judiciously. So again, the construction project management comes into picture. You have to meet timeline and you have to also meet the quality constraint. So I think all real estate project henceforth would have construction project management, and infrastructure project management will have real estate as well as construction project management components thoroughly built into this.
Guys, we have hit the timelines here. Can we have the last question? And I'll also suggest that if you have any more questions, please get in touch with SB educational counselors. They will help you with our numbers respectively, and you can get in touch with either me or Amol for any other specific clarification. So one last question.
Shubham, I ask my your email ID, so I can give it to you, ashimpi@rics.org. ashimpi, ashimpi@rics.org. So Shubham, you can remain in touch with me. You can also add me onto LinkedIn if you want, Amol Shimpi, and I will say yes to that, and then we can remain in touch through LinkedIn also, and the email ID I have told, ashimpi@rics.org. Right? Anybody has any further question, or we are winding up? We already time up. Anybody has any question?
If you don't get any other question in next 10 seconds, we'll just wind it up.
And you can get in touch with our admissions team. They can help us with our email IDs.
Right, I think we are done, Amol. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot, Amol.
Thanks a lot, guys, for your time. And thanks a lot, Nimish.
Thank you.
Akash, the last question. Nimish, he has asked a very important question. Again, probably he was not there in this part. This is a full-fledged 2-year degree course. And there is no certification in this particular case. It's a proper degree course which is being offered by Amity University Mumbai and Amity University Uttar Pradesh respectively, which is a UGC certified course. So in that case, there is no certificate or no diploma. This is a full-fledged 2-year degree in specialized management business administration course. Right, Akash? Last question and important question. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.